Okay, so this is what a check looks like. Some of you may have seen these before. Some of you may not have never seen a check before. I don't normally carry checks with me. Matter of fact, that's my wrong address, okay? So this is a check. You would fill out who you're paying it to, the date, the dollar amount, you write the amount in words, and you sign at the bottom, okay? Most people don't use that anymore. Most people use a debit card, okay? A debit card is a plastic card you use to purchase goods or services. When you're using a debit card, the money, here's your key, the money you spend is deducted immediately from your checking or savings account. All right? The table shows the fees for certain two banks. So when I want to open a new account, I want to get the bank that gives me the best value. Some banks have fees that they charge for your account. Some banks don't have those fees, and then there's different things that they charge for. Okay, so we're looking at Township bank fees and Peachtree bank fees. If I write checks, like that checkbook I showed you, Township is going to charge me 50 cents per check. So every check I write, they're going to charge me a 50-cent fee. Okay, so if in 1 month I write 10 checks, they're going to charge me $5. Okay. Peachtree Bank is free checks. I can write as many checks as I want and they're not going to charge me anything. So which is the better deal? Well, this one's going to charge me 50 cents per check. This one's going to charge me nothing. That's the better deal. So in this box, we're going to write Peachtree Bank. Now, there are two types of ATMs. I know all ATMs kind of look the same. They basically have the same, they have the same features. You can deposit money, you can withdraw money. If it is a non-bank ATM, that means it does not belong to Township or it does not belong to Peachtree, they're going to charge you a fee to use that ATM. So like Chase is another type of bank. So if I went to the Chase ATM and I took money out, Township would charge me $1 every time I did that. Peachtree would charge me $2 every time I did that because I'm using an ATM that does not belong to them. Okay? So the better deal here is the Township Bank. Because it's only $1 versus $2. ATM Tractions. This one says Bank ATM. That means the ATM belongs to that bank. Either Township, if I decide to have an account with Township, or if I decide to have an account with Peachtree. They're both free. So this one is both. It doesn't really matter for that line, okay? Now, debit card. Most people use their debit card. I use my debit card all the time. Monday, I went to 3 different stores. I used my debit card to pay for everything at those 3 stores. Okay? So, Township, they're only going to charge me $2.50 per month. It's like the check over here. I can do as many debit card transactions as I want. It's $2.50 per month. Peachtree is going to charge me 50 cents per withdrawal. So like I said, Monday, I'm gonna give you an example. Hey, please make sure you can see this corner. Monday, I had 3 transactions. Let's say Tuesday, I had 2 more. I didn't go anywhere Wednesday because, I don't know, I didn't feel like it today. Thursday, I had lots of places to go. I had to go pick up dog food at the feed store. I had to go to Walmart. I had to go to Best Buy. And I ended up having 5 transactions. That's a total of 10 times I used my debit card. Okay? If I take 10 times 0.5, that means that Peachtree is going to charge me $5, and that's just 3 days out of 1 week. It's not even a whole month. So when I look at these two fees, even though this one looks like it's more, it's actually the better deal. So if I was trying to decide between Peachtree and Township, right now, I would go open an account at Township. You have to kind of go investigate banks. You have to go and ask them, what are their interest rates? How much are their fees? Do they charge you a monthly fee for your account? It says during 1 month, Carmen wrote 4 checks and she used her debit card for 2 non-bank transactions. Which bank is better for her? Well, let's look at Township. It's 50 cents per check. So we have 4 checks times 50 cents. That would equal $2. She uses her debit card for 2 non-bank transactions. Okay, 2 non-bank transactions times the $1 fee equals $2. So they're going to charge her a total of $4. Okay, so that's just for that. Peachtree. Well, they don't charge her for checks. So it doesn't matter that she wrote 4 checks. She gets the checks for free. But their non-bank ATM is $2 per withdrawal. So if she has 2 withdrawals times $2 each, that's going to be $4 total. So their totals are actually the same. Okay? Alright, we are going to go to the next page. Turning the page. Alright, now we're going to compare this side. Can you see this side? Okay. Now we're going to compare debit cards or credit cards. Remember, debit cards comes out of checking. Huh?
Hold on. You can't see that. You need to scoot down a little.
This way.
Yeah, a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. There, you can see the writing.
Okay. Your debit card, remember, this comes out of your checking account, okay? It's like an automatic withdrawal. There's $500 in my account. I go to Best Buy and I spend $150. They're automatically going to take $150 out, leaving me with $350, okay? Credit cards are different. A credit card is a plastic payment card you can use to purchase goods or services. This is like getting a loan, okay? So you will pay later. All right? You will pay for your purchase later when you receive your monthly bill. You will also have to pay interest, okay? So Sam & Kong bought identical guitars that cost $600. Sam pays for his guitar with his debit card. So the $600 was deducted from his check. This is Sam. On the day of purchase, Kong charged his guitar to his credit card. He made monthly payments each month. Over time, he paid the credit card company $600 and an additional $32 interest. Describe how the payment methods used by Sam & Kong to pay for their guitars affected the amount of money they had in their bank account. Okay. Don't need to move up.
Where are you?
Right here.
No, you're okay.
Can you see the bottom?
Not all the way, but you're...
Alright. So Sam paid $600. That's it. Okay, so his account went down $600. Kong paid $600 for the guitar plus $32 in interest. This means his account went down $632. Now, the major difference between a debit card and a credit card. Debit cards, you have to have the money on your account, in your account. A credit card, you don't have to have the money. It's like a loan. The credit card company is loaning you the money and you have to pay it back. Alright, so we're going to write A for things that we think are advantages and D's next to the things that are disadvantages. So an advantage is something that makes it good. A disadvantage is something that makes it bad. Do not have to carry a cash or checkbook. That's an advantage. Sometimes cash, you drop it out of your pocket or something happens. Cash is really kind of easy to spend, okay? This may include a fee with each purchase. That would be a disadvantage. I need a PIN to access the account. So when I go to the ATM machine, I push my debit card in and it asks me for a PIN. This is for security. So people can't just use my debit card and take money out of my account. So this is an advantage. I need money. I need enough money in my account to cover the purchase. That would be a disadvantage. Easy access to cash at ATMs. That's an advantage. Okay, credit cards. Balance can quickly increase and be difficult to pay off. Difficult to pay off. That's a disadvantage. This may include a yearly fee. That means every year the credit card company is going to charge you a certain amount of money. Some of them are as low as $35. I've seen some of them as high as $100 or even $150. So I would say that's a disadvantage because if I don't use that credit card, they're still going to charge me money. Okay? Statements provide a record of expenses. This is an advantage. What this is it's like a letter that they send you every month and you get to see what you're spending your money on. So you can kind of track your expenses using that. It can help you budget for what you're using your money for. Can make purchases without having money to cover. That's an advantage. Must pay interest on unpaid monthly balance. I have to pay more money than what I'm actually spending. That's a disadvantage. Okay. Jolene bought a new helmet in her bank shop. She recorded her purchase in her check registry. Which type of card? Well, which card is attached to a check registry? Well, that's a debit card. So she used a debit card. The explanation is that it's attached to her checking account, so you know it has to be a debit card, because if it was a credit card, she wouldn't write it in her check registry. Alright, balancing a check registry.
Yes.
Okay, balancing a check registry. Your checkbook includes a check registry to help you keep track. Here's the one that comes with my checkbook. Looks like this. Okay. It has the spot for the check number, the date, the transaction description, the payment fees, the deposit, and then the balance also. Okay, so it looks very similar to this one. Okay. Okay. So we're going to go through this one and we're going to figure out how much money does this person have at the end. So the check number is the number on the check. So when you look at a checkbook, every check in the top corner has a check number. Okay, that one's 1001, that one's 1002, that one's 1003. Okay. All right. We always put the date, what the transaction is, and then we have deposits and withdrawals. So you have to think, a deposit. If I'm depositing something, that means I'm going to put it into my account. That means I'm going to add everything that is in this column. This is withdrawal. Withdrawal means I'm taking away, so I am subtracting everything that is in this column. Okay? Alright, so my beginning balance is this. Now, this little 75 over here, that's 75 cents. Okay? This part right here represents the dollars. So the line is basically your decimal. Okay? He mowed the grass, so he deposited $25. So it went from $236.75 to $261.75. On February 9th, he used check 202 to go to the beauty salon, and it was $28.29. So that was a subtraction. If you think about it, you could put a subtraction sign in front of it. We're going to subtract $28.29, and we get $23.46. Okay, February 12th, he transferred money to his savings account. That means he took it out of his checking account, put it in his savings account. So we're going to subtract $20. So right here, 233.46 minus, now this is $20, so I have to line up my decimal. 6, 4, bring my decimal down, 3, 1, 2. That is $213.46. Okay. Then he had an ATM withdrawal for $40. So we're going to subtract $40. Minus $40. Well, my change is not going to change. It's still going to be 46. 3. Now I have to borrow. 11 minus 4 is 7. 1 minus nothing is 1. So I have $173.46. Now, the bank is not belong to my bank, so I have to withdraw $1. So this is going to become $172.46. Okay, so right now, his ending is $172.46. Down here it says deposit $25 dog walking money on February 24th. So we're going to put 2/24, and we did dog walking. So we're going to add $25. Okay, so I got $172.46 plus 25. My 46 stays the same. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. 1 plus nothing is 1. I now have $197.46. I wrote a check to the sport resort. Well, if my last check was 202, this should be check 203. And we're going to be February 28th. We're going to the sport resort. and we are spending, you have to make sure you put them in the right column. Okay, deposits go first, withdrawals are second in this example. So we're going to do 15.55. So I'm going to take my $197.46 and I'm going to subtract $15.55. 6 minus 5 is 1. I can't take that, so I have to borrow. 14 minus 5 is 9. 6 minus 5 is 1. 9 minus 1 is 8. 1 minus 1 is nothing. I should have $181. Oh, I made a mistake, guys. I forgot to borrow. This becomes a 7. So we have $171.91. Okay? That's how you fill out a check registry. On the next page, you have questions for guided practice.
Okay, I can see it.
Graciela is shopping for a bank. She does not write checks or use an ATM. She pays for her lunch with her debit card 20 times each month. What service does she use? Well, it says she doesn't write checks, and it says she doesn't use the ATM. So all she is using is her debit card.
With the TouchNote app, you can send your favorite photos as real cards straight from your smartphone.
It says calculate her monthly cost. Okay, for A Plus Bank,
Download the TouchNote app now or visit touchnode.com.
they are going to charge her a $1 fee for her account plus $2.50. So A Plus Bank is $3.50. Next Gen, they don't charge a bank fee, but they charge 50 cents times that 20. That's going to be $10. Which bank is a better deal? Well, which bank do you think is a better deal? Do you want to pay $3.50 a month? Or do you want to pay $10 a month? I would say A Plus Bank is a better deal. It is cheaper. Which type of card was used? Carol bought art supplies at the craft store. She paid for the supplies at the end of the month. Well, that means she didn't pay for it when she bought it. She paid for it at the end of the month. That would mean it would have to be a credit card.
Drain off the excess lime juice first. It is strong stuff. We want to add it to taste later. But don't worry, there will be plenty left to prevent browning.
Steven wanted a mouth guard for a football that cost $23. He bought a less expensive guard because he did not want to go over his account. That is a debit card. Okay, so we have a beginning balance of $311.25. We deposit $25. That gives us $336.25. He writes a check. So we need to subtract $15, subtract $40, subtract $20, and then at the very end, we're going to add $25. So I'm going to use up here for some space. $336.25 minus $15. 5, 2, 6 is 1. Don't forget your decimal. 3 minus 1 is 2. 3 minus nothing is 3. So we have $321.25. Now we're going to subtract $40. 5, 2, 1 minus 0 still 1. Again, don't forget your decimal. Gotta borrow. This becomes a 2. That becomes 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. Bring down your 2. Now I have $281.25. Now I'm going to subtract $20. 8 minus 0 is 1, or 1 minus 0 is 1. 8 minus 2 is 6. 2 minus is 2. That's $261.25. And the last one is to add $25. 5, 2. This is 6, 6, 8, 2. So at the end of the 15th of December, he had $286.25. Okay, so your assignment is going to be on your online textbook, myhrw.com. Your username is ECISD plus your ID number. Please don't put plus sign in the letters ID number. It is the number you have. Your password is your ID number. Please make sure you use the step-by-step tool to help you out. On every problem, there is a check. You can check the answer before you submit it. It will tell you if you have it correct or if you have it wrong. If you have any questions, you can ask your question on the comments from this post, or you can email me through your Gmail. I hope you guys have a good day and keep working.